Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Vaden of Beaufort. I'm joined this afternoon by Jim Miner from the Beaufort County Department of Public Works. Good afternoon, Jim.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. I know that you have an event coming up that we're going to get to some details about that, but there's probably a lot of information that the residents out here in Beaufort County are unaware of or maybe even misinformed about the recycling program that we have going on in Beaufort County. So let's spend a few minutes and just give them some information and probably help them do a better job at getting some of those items recycled.
Absolutely. We would recommend all our residents to first check our website. We have a lot of information covering all of the recyclables, covering the hours of operation at our convenience centers, and also the information of what items are collected at each of those centers. The website address is www.bcgov/recycle. So it's a great website. We have recyclopedias on there that give instructions on how to recycle your items as well. So, and we're recycling many items, and then we also have special collection events. There's a separate tab for these special collection events. We generally try to keep the schedule on there for a year in advance.
So people can really
So
plan.
they can look ahead and plan for the events for document shredding, electronics collection, and household hazardous waste collections.
Wow, there's always a lot going on, but I'm sure there's some problems associated with recycling items, you know, in Beaufort County and at the convenience centers. So is there some information that you would like to share with the public so maybe we can avoid some of those pitfalls in the future?
But one of the things is there is some misinformation that we can fall into problems with. Some types of plastic we are unable to recycle. And plastic bags are a good example. We all would like to collect our plastic bottles in a plastic bag, and so it's convenient to bring them to the center in the bag. But if you place them in our container inside that bag, our contractor then has to remove that bag, and the recycling markets have gotten very particular about the cleanliness and contamination that's in our recyclables. So I would suggest to the public to look at the instructions for recycling. Make sure you don't put plastic bags in there. Things like rinsing aluminum cans, making sure there's no food waste on these items.
I do that in my house. My family forgets to be rinsers, and I'm like the rinse police.
It is. So those little things make a big difference. In the same way with cardboard, know the difference between cardboard and pasteboard. Pasteboard boxes, like cereal boxes, go into mixed paper versus being mixed with cardboard. Things like that.
Yeah, and I have to say, I do use a convenience center on St. Helena, like we talked about. I mean, if I do have a question about something or to where it goes, whether it is cardboard, for example, or pasteboard, I will ask the staff that's there, and they're always very helpful and very friendly. So you know, there is a difference, and you've got to be a good sorter. It's almost like sorting your laundry in a way.
Exactly.
So does Beaufort County make money through the recycling program?
We used to be able to come close to breaking even. We've never really been in a position to make a profit for a number of reasons, one of which is because we're kind of stuck down here in the corner of the state. We don't generate a large amount of material, and recycling is very much a volume of scale business. The more material you can generate, the better deal, better prices you can get. And right now, the world economy, the commodity prices are down. So right at this very moment, it's actually costing us more today than it ever has before to recycle. So,
before we wrap up, I want you to be able to share the information about the next event you have taking place on August 20th. So the community has some items out there that they want to recycle. This will be the next opportunity for them.
Right. This is a secure document shredding event. It will be held in Bluffton at our Public Works South site, which is located on Benton Field Road. And if I can find it, you can find it. It's over there. You go down Burnt Church Road, past MC Riley, take a left on Ulmer Road, and just down the road on the left is Benton Field, and you'll see the signs if you follow the signs. We ask that residential quantities only. We'll have 2 trucks there. We'll run the event from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Or until the trucks are full.
Or until the trucks are full. The only vendor we've been able to get to help us with this is out of Columbia. So when the trucks are full, it's not a matter of getting a truck from around the corner.
Right.
And so they send us the 2 trucks, and when they're full, they're full.
Excellent. Well, we thank you so much for being a guest on North of the Broad and sharing some valuable information about how we can all participate in helping our community, you know, and globally, you know, act globally and think globally. So thank you so much for being a guest on North of the Broad this afternoon.
And thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. We'll be right back with our next guest on North of the Broad.